Hey yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy X coming at y'all with a brand new video, and in this video we're going to be talking about the best time to buy and sell cards, because I've been getting a lot of questions about it. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys smash the like button down below, or if this was helpful at all, obviously hit the like button, and comment if you guys have had any troubles with this so far, any cards you're looking to buy now that you know some of the secrets, I guess we'll call it. Also, subscribe if you guys are new. We are on that road to 10K subscribers. It would really mean a lot if you guys could hit that subscribe button. Seriously, slowly working our way up. So basically, there's two separate types of cards, or groups of cards we'll call it, that you guys are going to be buying. Basically, it's going to be the cards that just dropped right then and there on that day. Usually we get card drops Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday are going to be the, I guess, spotlight packs, we'll call those. Right now it's the throwback moments, and these will change, with every single season depending on what they are, but for the most part they drop on Tuesday. There's sometimes where 2K just messes around, we'll drop them on Wednesday, stuff like that, but for the most part you can expect to be on Tuesday. There's also the Friday pack drops. These are the big pack drops that everybody is super excited about. Last time it was Flash 6. We don't know what tomorrow's going to be, but it's going to be something big. A retro volume 2, I hope, something like that. Always the big packs on Friday, and it's usually always on Friday. There's some cases where it moves around, like with the NBA draft day, but for the most part, these are the 2 days that you're going to be looking at. And then recently, now that they've started it, is the moments. So some moments cards have been dropping occasionally. The last set that we got was one Opal Fred VanVleet, but when we got a lot of cards together was on the 28th. So roughly Thursdays, we've been getting a lot of moments cards. So those are the 3 days you have to focus on right now. But for the majority, only Tuesday and Friday really shake things up. So when it comes to the cards that just dropped, like those big days, it's a little bit iffy. But it's almost always a bad idea to buy cards when they first drop. Obviously, it just kind of makes sense, especially when it comes to the cards that go for above about 100k MT, because Lord, do they go for a while. And I should be able to give you some evidence of this right here with, if we go to the largest auction house sale just of all time, it was this Inferno LeBron for 4,584,900 MT, and that was the day that LeBron James came out. Obviously, most of us don't have the MT for that, and you don't want to be fighting for one of those, so wait on it, because I can show you guys right here. If we go over to the premium, we head over to Inferno and look at not Tracy McGrady, but LeBron James. I can tell you, he's not going for 4.5 mil. He's going for about 600, maybe more K. We'll say like 650, 700K is what LeBron James is going for. Now, just as a quick little evidence of why you don't want it. And usually, every single day, you can go over to the homepage, check out this one, and see what card went for the most. And that was a card that was super hyped up. But every single time after that 4-hour mark, generally the cards drop. So if you are looking to pick up a card on the day, you don't want to wait. Generally, the best thing, packs come out at 11, the best thing to do is probably pick them up around like dinner time Eastern, 7, 6 o'clock, something like that, and generally the cards will have flattened out in price a little bit, and you get to know what they're looking at. Like Carmelo Anthony was going well above, like 300k the day packs dropped, now a little bit above 200, which isn't bad for a Diamond Shoe Diamond contract. 200k on Carmelo's not bad, and for Kyrie Irving, you're looking at 180. If you're somebody that has a little bit more patience, what I would recommend you doing is waiting till, Sunday, something like that on the Friday packs drops. They are a beautiful, beautiful time to pick up a lot of cards for significantly cheaper, because obviously the hype has kind of died down a little bit. Limited people are already starting to get their rings if the cards were used and limited that weekend. Eventually the hype will die down, and a lot of the cards you can pick up for significantly cheaper. And to give another example of this, I can show you guys just a card that recently dropped in the throwback moments in Julius Randle. A bunch of people were commenting that he wasn't cheap, he wasn't a super budget card, because he was going for, like upwards of like 70, 80k MT, and you can see he's slowly starting to drop below that. As we get closer to like the 3-hour mark, you'll start to see some that are going below 70. People are really wanting to keep that price there, but eventually he's going to start tanking down. 69,900. I know it's still around 70, but eventually he's going to start dropping, especially with the packs tomorrow. So you want to wait a few days and they'll start to drop. Marc Gasol was somebody, I think, went for like 200 KMT and is eventually dropping. And with Steve Francis, he's eventually dropping. So the best thing to do on Friday pack drops, take a minute, wait it out, and eventually the cards will drop, because you can pick them up for a pretty cheap token. Now, on the Tuesday pack drops, the ones that I was talking about just a second ago with the throwback moments, those are cards that traditionally it's better to wait on them a few days because Friday's coming. And when Friday pack drops come, the throwback moments completely tank. Like, completely tank. Nobody's going to be trying to pick up, Steve Francis if we're going ahead and getting a retro, PG and Penny Hardaway and stuff. Nobody's going to be getting the old cards, and they'll eventually drop. And I'll show you guys the previous one that did, which was like Joe Caldwell, another card who was like Julius Randle going for 70K. Now you can see most of them around like 35 to like 38K MT, which significantly cheaper, about a half drop in price. Bradley Beal's kind of stayed consistent, and Alonzo Mourning has slowly gone down. But for the most part, Tuesday pack drops, Friday when they're dropping, it's pretty good. Or you can just wait until a day or two before the packs leave the market, and those will probably tank a little bit in price. But this is obviously like the day packs drop, what we should be doing, what we should be waiting for. Obviously, we're going to wait a few hours after it. But the other section of, cards that you may want to buy are the ones that already are here. The packs have left for a while, and you kind of want to pick them up now. And my general idea and what I try to do with a lot of these cards is wait until the Friday pack drops come. I know I keep talking about the Friday pack drops, but when Fridays come, obviously everybody is flooding to get those new cards. People are trying to sit there and bid, 4 million MT on a Galaxy Opal LeBron James. So that is the time when you got to swoop in and start picking up some ones from some other sets. For example, I had somebody ask me about Ben Simmons. When was a great time to pick up Simmons? And I said, wait until we get up into the hype. Friday's packs drop, and everybody starts focusing on those, because then he's slowly going to go down. And he was getting outbid, I think, around like 170, 160K-ish, he was saying. And now you can see Simmons is below like 140K. The new packs came out, everybody flooded to those, everybody wanted those, and eventually these started to drop. So wait for people to start getting hyped and really start throwing their MT at all these new cards, and then you can swoop in and pick up a lot of the other ones because they're being forgot about. There are certain cards that are going to keep their price that you just kind of have to understand. There's certain cards you're probably not going to be able to get a deal on. Anthony Davis, one of the best cards in the entire game, if not the best card, you're probably not going to get a pretty good snipe or a decent value on AD. That's just kind of how it goes. Same with T-Mac and LeBron James. I mean, you're probably going to have to pay full price or get over it. So it's kind of what it is. For most of these super expensive, like super hyped up cards everybody loves, you're probably not going to get a cheap deal on them. But for most of them, I'd say, the pink diamonds and lower rated cards, wait for the next set of packs to drop, or at least a few days, and boom. I mean, if you're really low on MT, the best thing to do is to pick up some of the other cards, like wait on the XP challenges and pick them up when newer ones drop. Because at the beginning of the season, there are a bunch of cards that drop that are the only ones to get XP on, so everybody's jumping at them, trying to use them, get them done. And it's pretty pricey. Like, if I remember correctly, it was the DeMarcus Cousins who was in the Flash 5 set. He was one of the glitched cards. You can see I haven't done Butler, but I picked up DeMarcus Cousins and did him immediately. I think I paid upwards of like 250K MT, maybe even a little bit more, to pick up DeMarcus Cousins and do the XP challenges. And you can see now he is 130K. So if you're somebody who's really low on MT, the best time for you personally to buy and sell cards is quite a bit away. Let these cards go and tank in value, and eventually they will continue to drop down. And another tip recently is cards prices are probably going to increase over the weekend, especially with this most recent pack that are going to be coming out tomorrow. It's going to be tough. If you guys haven't played a lot of Myteam, or you haven't focused on the cards prices at the end of the season and what's going on, when the level 40 reward card is finally achievable, that last set is stupid expensive because everybody's jumping at them to try to pick up those cards to finish out that last XP, make that final push to Kawhi and get out there. And because the XP amounts jump massively between the different ones. Like, if we look at, I think the Atlantic was the first set to drop. McGinnis, the card that you lock in for, 600 XP. And the Southwest was the most recent one to drop. Here, if we go down to the lock-in reward card, which is Rudy Simonovic, 1,250 for the highest XP amount. So obviously, everybody's trying to get the new ones. So what it basically means is that when it comes to these last ones, you really have to pick your time and pick your moments on them, because they're going to be going stupid expensive. And because everybody's focusing on those, you should be able to get, the cheaper versions on some of the later cards. But beware that these other ones are going to be stupid expensive. And if you want to pick up some of these cards, not for XP challenges, you don't care about getting Kawhi, you just want to wait, you can ride out the rest of the season, because once, you know, that new season rolls over, like we're in season 4 right now, and we roll over to season 5, all of the cards from here are inflated in price because there's XP challenges tied to them. And then once the XP floods away, they're going to tank in price because there's just no reason to have that extra MT locked up in them just because they're not it anymore. That's exactly what happened with the Retro 2K packs. Andre Karolinko was holding clean above 120k. As soon as the new season started, he dropped instantly below 100k. Now you can pick up an Andre Karolinko, who's one of the better power forwards, for a stupid cheap, like 65k on him, which is awesome. So that's another thing you can do is if you have the patience and you're really low on MT, the best thing to do is wait for the next season to roll over, and then you can swoop in and pick up a bunch of cards for super cheap, just because they're slowly going to get outdated, but they still play just as good. So hopefully this video did help you out a little bit with a lot of these. If you are wondering certain times like to pick up heat check cards, current 21 NBA cards, and things like that, the best time to do those is on the days that packs drop. These are a little bit different. On the days that packs drop, shoe cards are going, diamond shoe cards are going to increase in price, but the gold cards are probably going to drop down. When it comes to badges, on the days that new packs drop, badges are going to increase in price, especially the ones that are sought after. Like if a card is missing deep threes, this silver deep threes badge is going to increase in price, quick first step, all that sort of stuff. So the best time to buy badges, probably middle of the week on, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, after everybody's putting up their badges from the Tuesday pack drops, and then you can pick them up and sell them on Friday to get some of those. And the best time to sell cards is directly on the day of them dropping. The best time to sell cards is during the hype, during when everything's happening. That's when you want to throw your cards up, because we talked about how much they go down and how the best time to buy them is when the cards have had some time to be in the game for a while. So the best time to sell them obviously is when they haven't been in the game too long. If you want to hold on to the card for a while and have some fun with them, know that the longer you hold it, the more it drops. But if you do want to make up some of your MT, easy way, drop on a diamond contract and a diamond shoe if you got some of them, and you'll make it up. So remember, buy the cards after time has gone on and sell the cards as soon as you can after you've got your enjoyment out of it. And if you want to increase the price, badges, shoes, contracts, all great ways to increase the price of a little bit. That way you can make back some of the MT that you lost by holding onto the card a little bit. And if you have any of these cards before the new season drops, make sure you sell them before season 5 comes, because everybody's going to be trying to pick them up for those last minute pushes. And as soon as season 5 makes that turn, they're not going to be worth as much anymore. So most of the cards here, I'd, you know, chuck out, except for, you know, the lower rated like sapphires and rubies. It's not going to mean too much. But all the diamonds, pink diamonds, opals, definitely will take a big hit. So hopefully this video did help you guys out. If it did, make sure you guys like the video down below. Comment, you know, how much MT are you guys sitting at? You can see we're at 500,000 right now. It's been a slow grind up. But how much you guys sitting at, and who's the most expensive card in your lineup, or who are you trying to buy? Anything like that. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys are new. We are on that road to 10K subscribers. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the next video.